high time people stop looking at social media as some kind of identity medium. People just need to kind of rig the system now. This world is getting crazy. If it's not trying to give people an identity crisis, it looks cute at hindsight, but its end result at the end of the day is to break society. Don't forget to like, comment, and share if encouragement and edifying one another is your value. I was reflecting about how sometimes this world of social media, people that you know, like your everyday people, whether it's your friends, your network, your family members, people in general, okay? People now think they're celebrities, right? They think they're Instagram famous, and there's this pompous attitude and energy that just says a lot about how people are coming across on these social platforms. So how they choose to react on other people's posts, on everyday post. And it's sad because now everybody and their grandma think they are celebrities and they are influencing us and they are advising us, okay? I don't, just because you post once in a while doesn't make you like some kind of famous or I wonder what she's up to individual. We don't care. Guys, we need to stop putting so much weight on these material things that really don't even add any value to your life or to your day. The way I've just been thinking about how sometimes a person would post something so innocent and very normal, and then if you look at the post, no one will react to it. And by no one, I mean people that the person even knows personally and quite intimately. They won't even react to it because it doesn't look Instagram famous. It doesn't look Instagram, I wonder where she was, I wonder where he was. It doesn't look very model, influencer kind of vibes. Guys, social media is designed to give you an illusion or delusion that you are something famous or someone of a certain status. Meanwhile, it's not even real. We ourselves as a community, as a people, are our own enemies, right? We are our own enemies when we use these apps as a weapon of making people feel like they are not normal because they are not under the spell of what these apps provide, right? So I might be blabbering on, but those who have ears, let them hear. I was just thinking about it the other day when I noticed this, and I tested this out. When I post something quite generic, like there's no reaction. Making something very simple like a smoothie, no reaction. But when somebody else posts it, somebody famous posts it, or somebody mutual that you follow posts it, all of a sudden there's like 500, 1,000 likes. In my head I'm like, heaven, these people. And it's neither here or there. It's just a testament and a test about how people use their reaction or their presence on social media as a weapon against other people for just being themselves. And because people now think the amount of followers that you have is attributed to your value, attributed to your self, your worth in life, and God forbid if you don't have these money followers, you can question your entire existence, right? And I feel sorry for young people who are growing up in the world of social media where they didn't even know a life without it. Now, I'm fortunate. I'm a millennial. I grew up when there was no social media in the 90s, in the early 2000s as well. And then obviously in the 2000s, mid 2000s, then not even mid, towards the after 2004, 2005, not even then, because I was matriculating that time. There was still no social media. After like varsity, early first year, second year varsity, then you started hearing about Facebook and the other apps that people were on. But at least we lived in a world where social media never existed. So we can apply some common sense because we know life without social media, and we can step back because we know that there's more to life than being on social media. And I'm speaking for myself, but if I look at a generation that was born after the mid 2000s, like 2009, 8, when Facebook was introduced, if I'm not mistaken, and all the other apps were introduced, or even a generation that was born just at the heart of Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat, that generation doesn't know anything else besides social media. And they really hold social media to a very high esteem. So whatever they do is not for the innocence and the essence of doing it, but it's for likes, it's for to be liked, for people to see them, for them to be visible, right? Because it's a big deal. Are you trending? What did you do? What hashtag are you following? Did you see that? Did you see that? Their conversation is centered around social media, like in terms of just what's happening in the world. You can't have a conversation about normal things. You can't go play outside and just be normal without having fear of being recorded for social media. Anyway, I was driving on my way back home and I was just thinking about, it is so crazy how your everyday person, your cousin, your friend, the person that you know, all of a sudden thinks they are a celebrity. Them and their entire grandmother. Guys, we need to understand the design of this world. The system of this world is designed for people to be divided. It's designed for people to question their worth, their existence. It's designed for you to be a consumer of things, to drive consumerism and materialism and all these other various weapons that people fall prey under because they don't understand that they are living under a system and everything is designed to change normality, right? God's design. And it's up to parents and adults to see the systems of this world for what they are and protect their children from not being sucked in. So have moments where nobody is on the phone. Have moments where we go to the farm and do basic human thing, where we interact with nature without social media, where we do things without having to record them, or we do things to record them but not to share them because we want to validate our existence in the world. The system is designed for you to consume, to spend, and it ends up getting people into trouble because people start selling their souls for material things, for consumers to buy things that they can't even afford, or to become things that they are not, because the world is telling you, because you don't have this, you're not this. And it really takes time. One needs to step back and didn't realize how we can really be tricked into a world of misery because we ourselves are falling prey to the systems of this world. So I know I said a lot, but honey, you and your grandmother are not a celebrity. And even if you were a celebrity, you are not God. We are not going to stop everything and idolize you. High time people stop looking at social media as some kind of identity medium. Okay, if people don't know what you're doing, it's okay, right? And if you're gonna have social media, use it for sharing memories, for the innocence behind it. But don't always think you need to be some kind of influencer or have a certain dress code to post certain things because it might not look perfect or the angle is not right. Share authentic moments where you just yourself, right? I think people just need to kind of rig the system now. This world is getting crazy. If it's not trying to give people an identity crisis, if it's not trying to confuse children, if it's not trying to break relationships and marriages, everything is designed to break, designed to divide. First looks cute at hindsight, but its end result at the end of the day is to break society. Prince of the air, the devil, is very organized. I always say this, he's very organized, but he's very organized in his chaos. And it's so sad because the devil will look so appealing. The devil's tendencies will look so appealing, but then only later on they leave you feeling empty and you are broke. You don't feel anything for yourself because you have been sucked in. And some people, they can't even escape the life that the system has fooled them to go into, right? So the devil doesn't like you, right? And I'm currently reading a book but it's called Set the Captives Free. It's a very oh my gosh kind of book. Pray before you read it. Protect yourself in the blood of Jesus before you read it. But it really talks to how the devil comes across as light. You are he's your biggest fan. He uses you, he shows you the world only to drop you. And when you want out, he doesn't want you out. He wants to stifle you. Comes across as something light. He likes you. You're doing so well. You're so gorgeous. Did you see how they liked you? You took such a beautiful picture. Blah, 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 blah. Once life be lifing and then all those things become nothing, then the devil will drop you like you never existed. People just think that fame and being seen is like the beginning and the end of it all. It's not, guys. You're gonna be left feeling a void that only God can fill. And yeah, anyway, food for thought. You ain't famous. Calm down. We're not waiting in our weighted breath where we like anticipating what you're gonna post now. We don't care as long as you love what you're doing. But also, don't weaponize your reaction on everyday people because they don't appeal like how the system wants them to appeal. Like, calm down. You ain't famous. We don't care about you. Unless, like, guys, the only person that, like I'm not saying, I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, but I'm just trying to make it very plain that stop idolizing the systems of this world that will have you left, will leave you empty. Will leave you feeling like you don't matter, because their end goal, their design is not to fulfill you. You know, C.S. Lewis always, there's a quote by C.S. Lewis that says, if you find yourself not getting anything out of this world, any fulfillment, whether you're going on you go and take a sabbatical, or you take leave, or you go and visit some country in the islands to go find yourself, if you find that all these things that you are doing aren't satisfying you, it merely means that you are not of this world. You were designed for another world, and we will only be fulfilled once we are one with our Creator in the heavenlies. So I hope I wasn't too harsh. I hope I made sense. But I'm just sharing my mind. I'm sharing my thoughts because wow, people think they are celebrities. Like, people out here using their reactions as weapons. Like, out here making kids question their identity. Come on now. Come on now. Girl, sit down.